The Lakers and Nuggets are in the Western Conference Finals. It's even kind of weird to say that because who saw this one coming? Come on, let's be honest. We all thought it was going to be an LA versus LA kind of matchup. The Nuggets were too inexperienced. They didn't have the stars to combat the Clippers stars. Their defense wasn't good enough. Except it turns out none of that was true. Now we're set up for one of the most entertaining Western Conference Finals that I can remember in a really long time. So the big question, can the Nuggets shock the world once again? Can they beat the Lakers and head to the NBA Finals for the first time ever? In this video, I'm breaking down each team and giving you my prediction for who will win. How's it going, everybody? This is Troy with the Half Court Report YouTube channel. Make sure you like this video. Literally only takes 1 second to do and helps out the channel a ton. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel also. Going for 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. I've got new videos coming out a few times a week. Lakers and Nuggets, Nuggets and Lakers. It's the glitz and glamour of LA, Hollywood, the history of NBA championships versus mountains, a cool art scene, and a team that has one of the best big men in NBA history. I'm talking about Nikola Jokic, of course. You know, that's him in the thumbnail for anybody who doesn't know. That's the famous photo of him when he was a kid. Basically, that photo went viral because it's like, you know, whoever thought this chubby kid would go on to be an MVP level player like he is today. But this is going to be a really fun series. Two extremely exciting teams with lots of personality on the rosters too. So let's begin by talking about the Lakers, the number one seed in the Western Conference. They already beat the Blazers in the first round. They knocked off the Rockets pretty easily and completely put that franchise into disarray. The Lakers are coached by Frank Vogel, but, you know, we all know that LeBron James is really the guy who is running the show. And do I need to talk about LeBron? Did you guys click on this video for a LeBron scouting report? So this is my scouting report for LeBron. He's the best player on the court basically 100% of the time. In the playoffs, he's averaging close to a triple-double. And we can't forget, this guy is 35 years old, and that is ancient for an NBA player. He's joined, of course, by Anthony Davis, the Brow, and the Brow is the total package. Efficient on offense, stellar defender, pterodactyl-esque wingspan. And in their first season together, both Braun and the Brow have been as good as advertised. In the playoffs, they are clicking on all cylinders. LeBron has never played with a guy as good as AD. AD has never played with a guy as good as LeBron. Then you've got a host of guys who can help supplement AD and LeBron. Lots of vets on this Lakers team. Rajon Rondo goes to another level for playoff basketball and can serve as lead playmaker and let LeBron freelance a little bit and focus on scoring. Rondo's three-point shooting actually isn't as unreliable as it used to be either, especially when he's spotting up. So that's another weapon the Lakers have. Danny Green has championship experience. Kyle Kuzma can score in bunches. Markieff Morris, Dion Waiters, J.R. Smith, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Any of those guys can potentially hurt the Nuggets in some way on a game-by-game basis. Then there's the big guys in Dwight Howard and Javale Mcgee. The Nuggets and Jokic had a pretty easy time when they faced off against the Clippers' big guys because you had Zubats, Montrezl Harrell, and not a whole lot else. Joe Kimino didn't even play. At the very least, the Laker bigs can give Jokic 12 hard fouls a game, beat him up, tire him out. That could end up limiting his production tremendously, and that's also going to allow Anthony Davis to spend some time at the 4 where he's most comfortable and go to work against whoever the Nuggets have there. Now let's move on to the Nuggets. They're the 3 seed. They were down 3-1 against the Jazz in the first round, beat them. They were down 3-1 against the Clippers in the last round, beat them. Their coach is Mike Malone. He has them prepped and ready for every game they play. So who do the Nuggets have to try and slow down this Lakers team? Well, I've mentioned Nikola Jokic, and can we just stop the debate already on who's better, him or Joel Embiid? Jokic is the best center in the league. In a battle of unicorns, he is the uni-king. Jokic is the center of everything this Nuggets team does, and he is their center. Do you know how rare it is to have that? A big guy who you can run the offense through like they do with him. He's got the passing, he's got the scoring, he's got the rebounding, he can shoot the three. Sometimes his defense isn't the best, but Jokic checks a lot of boxes for Denver. The Anthony Davis-Jokic matchup is going to be really fun to watch. Then you've got Jamal Murray running the point. I'm going to need all the people who are bashing that Jamal Murray contract extension to show themselves right now. And okay, yeah, I get it. His contract is pretty steep. Maybe he won't ever quite live up to it, but he is growing up before our eyes in these playoffs, averaging 27 points per game in the playoffs, which is 9 points higher than what he averaged in the regular season. And he's also shooting 50% from three. Let me get a word in too on a few other Nuggets players. Michael Porter Jr. is their third leading scorer in the playoffs. They'll continue to count on him to stretch the defense, provide that spark. Jeremy Grant and Torrey Craig are going to be counted on a lot on the defensive end. And I think all three of these guys will get some time trying to guard LeBron. They've got good size. They're quick, so maybe they'll have a little bit of a chance. Paul Millsap is another guy who has been more of a bit player in these playoffs, but he may get some run guarding LeBron as well. It's going to be a revolving door of Nugget players that Mike Malone is going to be throwing at LeBron and just seeing what can work. So that's going to be the game plan, slowing down LeBron and Anthony Davis, trying to find holes in that Laker defense and working down inside when Anthony Davis is out of the game because JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard can't hang with Jokic. He really went to work on the Clippers bigs. It won't be as easy for him this time around, though. Jamal Murray also needs to keep up with his current pace. The Lakers don't have any point guards that can match him. And yeah, I know about playoff Rondo. He's been a beast. But when Jamal Murray gets cooking, you're not really going to stop him. Other than that, though, the Nuggets need a third guy to step up. So whether that's Michael Porter Jr., Gary Harris, Monty Morris, Bol Bol. Okay, no, probably not Bol Bol, but any of those other guys are capable of having big nights. I don't think the Nuggets can win this one with only Jokic and Murray having big games. So who is going to win it all? This is my prediction. The Lakers won 3 out of 4 games against Denver during the regular season. In the Denver win, they actually killed the Lakers by 24 points, but in all of the Laker wins, they were all by an average of only 5 points. So that's closer than we might think. And when you dig a little bit deeper, there are some interesting points about this matchup. Both teams shoot the ball well. Both teams are good at rebounding. Ultimately, though, the Lakers have the experience. They have the two best players in the series in LeBron and AD. The Brow has the length and the quickness to help neutralize Jokic a little bit. And the Lakers are playing their best basketball right now. So sure, if Jamal Murray scores 50 points every game, then all bets are off, but that's not likely to happen. My prediction is the Lakers in 5. Let me know in the comments what you think of this prediction and who you think is going to win this Western Conference Finals series. It's going to be a good one. While you're here, make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, new NBA videos several times a week. Thanks so much for watching. This is Troy with the Half Court Report, and I'll see you next time.